Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Retailers Association for giving us the opportunity. It was a very nice and kind words by both Kumar and Hitesh, Dr. Hitesh. And really a big thank you to Biju sir, to Kumar, to Hitesh, to Gautam and the entire team of RAI for organizing this event every year and many such events which are throughout the year done, which really binds us all together into one thread, and a lot of work which is done by RAI throughout. So on that note, I'm really privileged to do this keynote address and our association with RAI from Reliance Retail. To give the perspective, it's great to talk in the beginning, so you can talk a lot, and already Kumar had said some pointers which are there, and Biju sir also said about what where we are heading to and what to expect in the year to come. From our perspective, if I were to say, there is a lot which has happened, and we are ahead of now after the pandemic is over. This period has been a period of recovery, and we are steadily moving towards better times than what we've seen in the last 3 years. And yes, there has been a lot of turbulence, and a lot of organizations have faced different difficult situations, but there has been a resilience in almost everyone who has really stood by the time, and it's been a recovery. Customer has been rewarding by the sort of revenge shopping, and everybody who was doing a good job and preparing has got a good share of the business. E-commerce, in terms of the growth of e-commerce, if one was to say, there is a phase aggressive discounting and things like that. It looks like it's slowing down rather than just being predatory. People are moving to really, after losing a lot of money, those who have lost lots of money, many of them have wound up shops, and the newer ones who are coming are more coming with the products and the service, and situation which is coming in terms of giving a good product and reaching to the customers. And obviously those are discounting. We always are seeing that it's a phase, and maybe after a few months they find it difficult. So sustainable business is what appears to be surviving. Again, on terms of the offline business, we are very big proponents of offline in terms of our huge presence of over 18,000 stores which we have set up across India. So we believe that physical presence in India is extremely important, and it's never going to wane. The touch and the feel is extremely important for the customers, and when we see the kind of sales which happens in offline stores, it can be far more in terms of the customer feeling the impulse at the time of buying and looking at the item itself. So physical store ticket size is always more than what one would do online, and online continuously you have to draw the attention of the customer. So online has its own advantages of reaching the customer at any point of time. But really, from a sustained business model, one must definitely pursue, whoever can, the offline model as well. Offline retail transformation is really happening to omnichannel. Most of the offline retailers are offering some kind of online, and as Kumar said, ONDC will connect all the offline ones and give the opportunity. This opportunity will be more also for the small traders and the shops. So the organized retailers really need to gear up to ensure that that competition which is coming because of democratizing online to a very vast number of players Really, we stand, being efficient in terms of our service and cost effectiveness to be able to survive when that happens. Because when that will happen, there will be everybody near to the customer being able to supply what they can. And that is when really the test of the service and the speed and all will come. In the online and the offline, both a very important channel which is emerging is about subscription. We are seeing that the subscription is really giving an opportunity to bind the customer by a loyalty or any kind of niche which you are having, or if nothing else, just a service. We are seeing that morning delivery services, some of the players are doing it very well, and subscription is a part of our offering as well. And definitely it is a means of really binding the customer and upselling with a larger basket of the goods. So it is something which subscription doesn't mean only every day. It really means even once a month you have, subscribed the customer in terms of really engaged for all the monthly needs. For example, in groceries, the toothpaste, toothbrush, whatever is the monthly, and there really the data analytics and if it is done well, really makes a lot of opportunity in terms of showing the customer what they are likely to really order. And that engagement is far more fruitful than just doing a marketing one-off and reaching off to the customer. So really everybody who can in their particular line of business would benefit out of a subscription piece, really coupled with the data analytics and the connect with the customer. On the whole, in terms of the technology, really digital technology and enabling our businesses, that is universal. It has been always true that you have to plan your inventory, you have to plan your supply chain, all of that. And in that, the data analytics and the digital technologies are really playing an extremely important role now. Really from choosing the right logistics partner to even going to the level where who is your delivery person, the lowest cost delivery person. There are aggregators who have come in who are really showing in the nearest associate of which delivery partner which should give you the lowest cost from your delivery point. So all those efficiencies right within the organization and with the service providers and suppliers really are kicking in with the digital technology which is coming in. 5G really is the beginning of 5G, but the speed with which it is giving and enabling. So once we saw when Jio came in, the 4G revolution, and next it is the 5G. So all this has really brought everything closer, and what we used to think has become a reality because of being able to connect at a very low cost and in a very efficient manner. In terms of using mobile technology, I think it is as much as can be said. Whole day can be talked about what connecting with mobile to our customer really means for us. And really in terms of personalization, everybody will talk about personalization, data analytics, AI, ML, and understanding the customer. I'm sure in the 2 days there won't be any speaker who will not talk about this, because this is at the heart of the situation. But really one thing I would like to mention, that what we have done as India in the payment situation really has put everybody into a different league. Even the small shops, we must not forget what they are doing. A Pani Puri wala is also now taking payments digitally. So all those who are in organized, definitely they have to be a step ahead in terms of reaching, connecting with the customer and providing the seamless shopping experience. I would say the air cover is the social media, where you don't know the customer and you do just broadcast of the messages and look-alike messages. But really the own app, those who are having, that really gives the opportunity. If the customer is keeping your app in their phone, it really gives a far more engaging situation and ability to talk at a lowest cost to the customer. Yes, we have to be relevant to the customer, and that relevance really we have to bring in through some kind of niche, so that the customer doesn't remove our app from their phone. As long as it is on their phone, we can really connect to them. And again, WhatsApp marketing has become a new channel. It is far more effective than anything else which is there, because people are constantly on WhatsApp, and it is really, as of now, the WhatsApp promotional messaging is not really restricted by anything, and a time will come when everybody will do that in a very big way, and customers will find a way how to shut it off, or WhatsApp Meta will themselves give a way to keep ads in a particular bucket or a situation. But as of now, it's turning out to be very effective in terms of really, if you have analytics and connect with the API, you can reach out to customer till the time it is really making benefit. Let's all harvest is what we think. In terms of the geographical, for a large organization like us, we are pan-India present, and we see tier 2, 3, 4 towns being really very rewarding. The demand which is there, which is nascent, and people are willing to spend over there. Of course, the challenges in terms of really creating a network and efficiency of cost and reach is something which everybody has to solve when they have to go to the smaller towns. And once it is done, it is really amazing in terms of what can be the demand. It's not only that people in the larger towns or cities want to spend, there are people who want to spend in those towns, and there is nothing much available. And we have to really look at the preferences of those towns in a different way, make available merchandise which is required for those places. Otherwise, we can just fall flat. There is a complete change in India at every 200, 300 kilometers distance. And even in the garments and the apparel, what sells in a particular area, the cut will be different, the design will be different, the fabric will be different, the choices will be different. And if we just try to do nationalization of that, there will be some demand, but we may not really succeed, is something which everybody needs to keep in mind. In terms of, even there is an opportunity to have region-specific format. When I mean to say region-specific format, means that you will have in a larger city a different kind of experience which is required for the customer. In the smaller towns, the customer may be forgiving for the ambience. What they are really interested in is the products which are new to them, which are not easily available to them, and they may just come in a open hall and shop everything and go at the lowest cost you can work out. So you need not have a mall, you need not have an air-conditioned situation, and you need not have the home delivery and all that. Just make it available, and people will come from different places, and they will shop it from there. Is something which is an experience which comes. In terms of really, it is important when you're going through, to the tier 3, 4, the collaboration with the supply chain partners, the collaboration with the vendors, because vendors also have a limitation in terms of where they will supply. And once they are supplying it at a particular geography, reaching it from there to the next geography is something very important. Maintaining the inventory in different pockets, again, it can be a very big challenge in terms of really multiplying inventory. So really technology again comes very important in this, but the success which reaching to the India piece is really very rewarding is what appears. In terms of, again, one channel which is B2B. So as I said, when ONDC comes in, or when the small shops are modernizing, everybody has an opportunity to go B2B as well, to supply those who are manufacturing or those retailers who are also producing and selling in their own shops. They can really collaborate with the small shops on B2B. It's an incremental volume, it's an incremental service, and you have incremental points of sale and supply. And really that can be very surprising in terms of what a much disseminated supply in the market can do, or enable to reach in with these partnerships into geographies which otherwise are very difficult to reach by purely doing marketing on e-commerce, or in terms of just putting your own shops. So those collaborations of B2B are something which in our case, it's the new commerce initiative where we support the millions of the small kiranas, and we also support the various other shops which provide our lines of products, and definitely it gives a wide reach, and it also does a sustainable business model is what is coming out. And of course, when you provide value-added services to the B2B customers, they are reaching on their own in terms of in their own way. But if we participate in the journey with them, it actually brings reward to us as well, and makes it a win-win for everybody. In terms of opportunities and challenges, yes, we are back to normal. There is large consumption in India. There is a big aspirational population which everybody knows and has to, really we have to acknowledge what India as a country is giving stability and growth, and we are seeing the turbulence in our neighbors and rest of the world, but India is really a country which is standing firm, and we all gain from this opportunity. If we are able to meet our costs, bring productivity, and in the Indian population, there is a very important aspect which is coming, and which many people experience just from a point of view. What we are seeing, that number of people, young people or people who have just engaged in just deliveries. Actually, all the home deliveries which are happening, somebody is doing it. There's a large population which has got into finding employment by just delivery. But it is not alone delivery. It is a whole ecosystem where the gig workers can participate, and they can participate at a lower cost, and they can also earn. So it's the time where we provide the ecosystem where we can enable, I'm not saying child labor, but those who are, having time and ability to deliver not only goods, which everybody has started using, but really in stores, or really in terms of any other places like warehouses, like some kind of manufacturing where part-time people can manufacture and do. The cost goes down. At the same time, it gives employment opportunities to who are really looking forward to working and doing those things. So this is something which is coming in terms of also partnering with the brands, to the manufacturers, to manufacture new products and take bets. As long as retailers are doing that, I think they will also have an opportunity to produce in a small way. And as I said, D2C is something which is a new opportunity which is there. If it is not done with only discounting in mind, it can really give a big boost to the entire industry. And as far as the challenges are concerned, as I said, challenges for organized retailers are in terms of the rise of the traditional. This we must not really, in this forum, I would say we must not discount what, as UPI everybody has embraced, like that modernization also they will do, and that's a huge infrastructure across the place actually of the small traders. So really we have to understand that we have to be cost competitive and effective, and that will give us the this thing. Yes, rising interest rates are creating problem, working capital locking is a problem, and of course I leave the thought here today is that temptation not to spend recklessly and buying sales by discounting. I think we are seeing lots of organizations winding up a big name, and household name suddenly gets into a problem. I think being judicious and discretionary in running sustainable, building sustainable business is what I think will help all of us. So thank you everyone, and wishing a great learning in the next 2 days. Thank you.